Okay, nerds. This is going to be a quick stream. Just going to go over a couple of things that we have learned from this weekend of stress testing Mortal Kombat 1. Super honored to have been chosen again. I also had this honor for Mortal Kombat 11. So hopefully whenever the next iteration rolls around, we'll get the same privilege. So let's just do the thing. This might be loud. I still don't know if I have some of my audio stuff straight in OBS proper, so my apologies in advance.
Come here!
All right. So, coming into the game, we're just going to kind of take this all for what it is. I like the new look. I feel like it is a really great evolution of everything we know and love about this game. I think that the switch from black to white as the primary feel is an interesting one for Mortal Kombat, but they've managed to make it work. We're gonna go into campaign first and go through some of the frame data things that we learned, because I didn't stream yesterday because I just wanted to take the day, as much of the day as I could anyway, and break this down as much as I could off stream so that we knew what we were walking into. I streamed Friday night because it was the first opportunity to play Mortal Kombat 1, so we had to. But then I wanted to take a look at it in kind of my own time and not have the stress of trying to keep an interesting stream going. So we're going to take a look at some frame data real quick. We're going to kind of break down things that I have seen, because if you've watched the VOD for the stream, because I don't think anybody... No, we had a couple of viewers for the regular stream, but most of the views on the stream have come from the VOD. I said to somebody in chat that it didn't seem like there was going to be a lot of room for spam, and I've been corrected a little bit, and we'll get to that. But by and large, I still feel like this is a lot... The direction they're going is a lot more stable as far as that kind of information is. So the only one... the only one that I have found that is worthwhile, moving from that into cameos, the only cameo of the three that really feels like it's going to be a boon for a lot of things is Sonya. I tried to play a little bit with Jax, but he does it. His is too situational, and Kano has a decent projectile, and the ball can be useful, but the timing on the ball is difficult because the startup animation is so much longer, because you could effectively use the ball for Kano the same way you use the square wave punch for Sonya. It's just a little bit lower. It hits mid, whereas the Sonya one is an air attack. So it creates a different zoning environment when you use square wave punch versus the ball for Kano. So Kano is kind of useful. His laser beam eye does reach all the way across and is difficult to dodge because it is a steady stream, whereas the onion rings from Sonya is a singular projectile and you can just jump right over it. I've really found very little use for Jax as a cameo. I hope they rework his cameo a bit, like his projectile. Same issue as Sonya's. It's not very big, so you can just jump right over it. Kind of slow to come out too by comparison, so it just kind of oftentimes doesn't come out because he's exposed for so long. It's so easy for him to take damage, whereas Sonya comes out, pops out the onion rings, and goes away. You don't have to worry as much about her catching damage. Kano, his startup animation on his projectile is also stupid long because he has the knives. But there's 2 of them, and so that makes them harder to dodge, but again, the startup animation is super long. So another one where Kano's almost as usable as Sonya, but Sonya is pretty far and above better as a cameo than the other 2 options we have for this build. So
Sonya Blade.
We'll just keep it at difficulty level, and then we're going to take a look at frame data, because I found something very interesting with Liu Kang during my time yesterday. Alright, so we're just going to go right into this. Into the moves list. Let's take a look at some frame data. So the thing that we're paying attention to... I don't have a mouse because we're on the console. The thing we're paying attention to is startup frames. So I'm actually going to switch scenes real quick. So that there's less distractions on the screen. You can see all this. So startup frames. Liu Kang is, as you would expect, because he's kind of always been like this, but you can trap people fairly easy, I have found. I haven't been the one that's been doing the trapping, but I definitely got trapped by somebody who very much understood this information that I'm about to share with you. I am not a good enough player to fully take advantage of this, but I am knowledgeable enough to know that this is a thing, and I definitely got suckered into it. So Liu Kang has a lot of really quick startup basic moves. The fastest, I didn't look at Kenshi and Katana nearly as much because I haven't played either of them so much. They're not as natural for me. I am definitely a ninja player when it comes to Mortal Kombat stuff, so I've been pretty much exclusively... Oh, hello, Chris. Welcome to the chat, sir. Thank you for joining on this surprise stream. So... startup data, I haven't looked at startup frames for Katana and Kenshi, like I said, because it's just not as natural for me to play them as it is for me to be Sub-Zero, and I got frustrated with the Liu Kang player, so I had to look at the Liu Kang frames, and that's where I discovered this. So Liu Kang has crazy fast startups. We have 7 frames here. Active for 2 frames, so just really, really quick. Liu Kang's always been like this, so I kind of should have figured. I just thought they kind of evened it out a little bit more, even the playing field a little bit more than I guess they did. So here we have 7 startup frames, 8, 6. There's another 7 in here somewhere. There's a 5. I don't remember exactly. There's another 8. 12, 23, 9 is another decent one. 7, 9. These are aerial, though, so not as... Was it a special move that was 5? Must have been a special move. Somewhere in here, there is a startup animation that is 5. There it is, right there. Dragon's Tail. So that is that's the new flying kick. Is the Dragon's Tail, and this hits twice, so it starts a combo. It continues a combo. It doesn't necessarily start a combo. You can't cancel into anything. You have to be pretty good at juggling to make this continue a combo. But there's definitely, of the however many thousand of us that are doing this, there's definitely been a few people who have figured out how to use the Dragon's Tail flying kick as a way to continue their combos. The enhanced Dragon's Tail is the one that I see the most. You can tell it's the enhanced version because it's cancelable, and it's a blue dragon instead of an orange dragon. But look at the startup frames on that. You have 5 frames of startup. That is insanely fast. And in the basic attacks, we have multiple attacks that are less than that are 9 frames or less. And that's just insanely quick. So that makes for frame, what are they called? Frame traps, where you can, I haven't been able to break it down as much because, again, I'm not playing Liu Kang. I've just been trying to analyze the frame data. But it's I got caught in a frame trap a couple of times. It's easier to break out of them because that was definitely a big thing in Mortal Kombat 11. Definitely a big thing in Mortal Kombat X. I feel like to a lesser degree in 11, but still there were a few fairly broken scenarios where if you had the timing just right, you were untouchable. I don't think the untouchable bit is applicable here in Mortal Kombat 1, but it is definitely close. So yeah, there's a lot that has been done from 11 to 1 that there's more gaps in the action. So when they finally finish the combo, even if you're in the corner, it kind of pops them back. It gives a little bit of space between you two, physical space between the characters, or just gives your pop-up frame data versus the startup frame data is almost equal with a little slight advantage to coming up off of the ground. So you can get a poke in, but you have to be really quick. You have to find that window perfectly. So if we go to, this is going to take a minute because we have to load menus and things because there's no change character or anything like that. Thoughts on Super Mario Brothers Wonder? Yeah, from what I've seen for the new Super Mario Brothers side scroller, which is Super Mario Brothers Wonder, it looks like it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. I love classic side-scrolling platforming stuff is the gaming that got me into gaming as a kid. So specifically Super Mario Brothers 3 and then Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. Like those two games I played until I was blue in the face. That and beat 'em up games like Double Dragon and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games. Those were the games of choice before I found Mortal Kombat. So yeah, I think that going back to that style of gameplay is going to be an incredible amount of fun. I honestly haven't looked. There's been quite a bit that they've released in the last few days since the Nintendo Direct, besides just the trailer, and I haven't been able, because I've been focusing on this and the day job, I haven't looked at
Sonya Blade.
I haven't looked at any of the other stuff that they've released besides the trailer, but the trailer looks great. I am super stoked on it. All right, so now we're looking at frame data for Sub-Zero. So bring the frame data back up. I think Sub-Zero only has 1 or 2 basic attacks that are 9 frames or less. So you have the standing 1 and down 1. And then everything else is at least 10 frames. Until you get up in the air. Oh, down, what is that? Down 4 is 9 frames. Was down 3? Oh, yeah, there it is. Down 3. Yeah, down 3 even is 11 frames of startup. So then you get in the air, you have another 7, but that's the singular. And once they're in the air, like, that's kind of... that becomes a whole different meta for the fighting game stuff, is air combat, especially the way they've implemented air combat. I love the dynamic that they, because it's not ridiculously cartoony or anything like that. So it's been really nice. But yeah, there's very little in here. There's a 9, again, aerial though, so it's a little bit of a different situation. As far as special moves, 9. There's 1, which the ice clone I have found is super useful for air ice clone. Again, yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate it. It's with this new day job, it's making it difficult for me to get regular time for stream as well as continue to do the show at the regular output. So, yeah, I'm making headway in that direction, but it's still probably going to be some time before we have a regular stream schedule again. So I'm kind of just doing them where I can. Yeah, Ice Clone again, 4 frames. Nothing else in here, though, is going to be down. Whatever. That's the brutality. It doesn't count. Cameo moves, startup frames, 31 frames, 29 frames, 31 frames, 20 frame or 91 frames. Just a little ridiculous as far as like startups go here. Yeah, so that's the Scorpion list or the Sub-Zero list. I'm wishful thinking here. Let's go into take a look at Katana, because like I said, I haven't really looked at Katana or Kenshi.
Sonya Blade.
Because it's only been, honestly, the last like 12 hours that I've really gotten into looking at frame data to this level. Okay, so her standing 1 is 9 frames. Oh, you've been working a lot. I totally feel that, man. New job. I've been working a lot more as well. So, yeah, I got you. I ain't holding it against you, but I appreciate it when you show up, and I understand when you don't. It is totally acceptable. I'm just grateful to have you here, man. All right, so we got 9 frames on her standing 1, and then I will be very surprised if we have more than 3 basic attacks that are 9 frames or less. 7 frames on her poke, down 1, yeah. 9 frames on just the standing 2. That doesn't count because it's the middle of a combo. you're not starting up with a single frame. That's mid combo. Down 3. So there's our third 9 frames or less, and it's the 2 of them are 9 frames. Again, that's a combo, so it doesn't count. And then we're into air combat, so... Ooh, that one's 6, but again, air combat, mid-combo. Let's take a look at her special moves, because I'm sure... Because I've been able to poke her out of a lot of stuff, so I'm sure she doesn't have anything great for startup animation here either. Startup 50, oh boy. 16, 11... 8, what is it? Oh, air attack. Fan NATO. Air attack. Yeah. Just not great. Not good stuff. It benefits that... I would say Liu Kang
Sonya Blade
is not as popular as I think some people would want him to be. So, like, you don't really run into a whole bunch of dudes who, A, main Liu Kang, and B, also, like, analyze the frame data to know that they can do these frame traps. So here we are looking at Kenshi. We have... 7 frames, 13, 7, down, oh, that's down 1. I have played Kenshi all of once, so this is really the first time I'm looking at his frame data. So we have standing 1, down 1, standing 2. Nice. Did it take a lot for you to not purchase the Cocaine Bear Funko Pop? That's awesome. All right, so standing 2 is 8 frames. And then how do you get into the alternate? Down 2 is 11. Alternate stance, I don't even know. Down 3 is 9 frames. So again, like we got some quick ones. That's 4 basic attacks that are 9 frames or less, single digit frames. Standing 4 is 10 even. So Sento stance. All right, so when you're in Sento stance, brutal bow, basic attack. Oh, this is the spirit that does this, right? Single frame startups. That's insane. Why aren't more people playing Kenshi? Startup animations 0 frames. I feel like that's inaccurate. I don't think that's right. There's no way that's right. 0 frames startup. 4 frames, 1 frame. I feel like this is not accurate. 1 frame. 6 frames. I don't know, man. I always get the feeling with Funko Pops that they're gonna go the way of the Beanie Baby. Like, they're cool for now, and then like 10 years from now, nobody's gonna give a shit. And they're kind of everywhere now, so the market's gonna get super saturated. So they're gonna be worth like cents on the dollar in a few years. It's not going to go up in value necessarily. It's only going to go down because of the saturation. So proceed with caution. It's hilarious that there is a Cocaine Bear Funko Pop, but is that a good investment? All right, we've got single and 0 for. I feel like this is incorrect. I feel like this is a mistake that was made, because there is no way that there are so many attacks that are single and 0 frames of startup. That doesn't make any sense. And there's 0 frame data at all for a lot of these too in the Sento stance. So just seems like they didn't fully fill out the information. Cut down is a single frame. Double tap is 0 frames. I don't think that's right. That's insane. Then we're into aerial stuff. So again, different meta. Sento aerial. Whoa, interesting. All right. And then special moves. Let's see what we got for startup frames here. Very, very little in the way of being super quick. Sento stance, special move. Yeah, all of these are incorrect. How is it 0 frames of startup animation to do a thing? That doesn't make any sense at all. See, these make sense because there's like 14 frames of startup and 16 frames of startup. Single and 0, that's just that. I don't think that's right. So very interesting. Let's go rock a couple of matches just to kind of round out my thoughts, and then we're gonna call it a stream. You weren't here at the very, very beginning there, Chris. This is just going to be a super quick because the stress test weekend for Mortal Kombat 1 is coming to an end. So we can go back into here too. Stress test weekend is coming to an end. So come here. I will be. We're just doing final thoughts pretty much, and then a couple of matches and calling it a weekend stream. So Oh, the other thing is my controller selection has been very super dependent. So I got this, what is it? Turtle Beach controller. I don't know how well you can see that in the little camera, but got this Turtle Beach controller. And it's great for playing FPS.
Sub-Zero. Sonya Blade.
And I love it for FPS stuff, but
Cage Mansion.
for Mortal Kombat, the D-pad is just not super awesome. So I'm using my regular Xbox One controller for Mortal Kombat stuff. And it's working out better, but I still feel like there's like negative edge or something on here because the timing is not right, and it throws out specials when I'm doing combos, and that shouldn't be how it works. And ah, hell.
You are pathetic and weak.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, really?
Ice will cover this land.
Final round. Fight.
See that? Oh, hell. Oh, shit. That was stupid. I meant to do that. There we go. And then he blocks it because I'm an idiot.
Finish him.
Also, if you block the, specifically on this,
Fatality.
I keep wanting to say map. On this level, if you block on this level at night, if you block the X-ray, then it's like they turn the lights off in the house and they don't come back on for a long time. Why? That's what I mean by it feels like it's on negative edge.
Ice will cover this land.
Round 2. Fight.
Your days grow short.
Final round. Fight! Finish him!
Alright, they'll do one more with this guy. Go 3 more against the next person, then we'll be done. Or this guy will just leave. Cool. Sure. Yeah, so, dashes are good. I feel like we need wake-up attacks. The wake-up situation just in general needs to be either communicated better, because there is some stuff you can do, like you can delay.
Sub-Zero. Sonya Blade. Sonya Blade. The team.
So you can do a delayed wake-up, but
What
you can't...
Are you? The ghost of combat past.
You can't do wake-up attacks. You can't, like, do any sort of defensive moves on your way up. You're either delayed or you pop up and block. And there's a difference in the frame animations there, and it's, yeah. Okay. This guy knows what's up. Oh, I didn't block. See, and I keep trying to do wake-up attacks, and it's not a thing.
Round 2. Fight!
Nope, not gonna happen.
I feel no pity for you.
Final round. Fight!
But you see there, I was putting some pretty significant pressure on him, and he's still able to get a move in because the startup animations, or there's enough of a gap between the recovery animations and actually getting up onto your feet.
Finish him! Sub-Zero wins.
Run it back at least once.
Round 1. Fight!
Oh, fuck you. Really? Ah, I missed it. Oh, hell. Really? Good call. Good call. That's another thing I actually didn't think of before starting this stream is the jumping attacks. Like, it used to be in 11, and I think in 10, in X. Yeah, there it is again. Jumping attacks were, you could start your jump, immediately kick, and that way you're effectively heading up into the air mid-attack. So if they're delaying their attack, you would catch them off guard, and you would get the trying to talk while I'm playing is apparently distracting me. But if you jumped and attacked immediately, and they delayed their attack, then you would win the trade. And then that would give you the upper hand on if you're coming down for a combo, or if you just needed the knockdown. If you went up with a kick, you would knock them down. This is not. Oop. Oh, for real? What is this nonsense? There we go. There we got some frame stuff going on. I'm not doing that.
Ice will cover this land.
Round 2. Fight. Finish him.
I guess if he's gonna fatal me, I'll fatal him back, right?
Fatality. Sub-Zero wins.
Yep. All right. Almost there. This will be our last set.
Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero.
Everybody's on that Sub-Zero.
Sonya Blade. The tea house.
I will command the Lin Kuei. They will freeze you out, pretender.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, nice. All right. Good call. Oops. Oops. No. That was pretty cool, actually. I really dug that. That was fun.
Fight.
Good call. Good call with the overhead. See, I almost got it there, but we did a proper trade instead of a... Nope. Ah, hell. He's gonna take this match, or this round, rather.
No one bests Lin Kuei.
Final round. Fight.
Should have went for the attack and not the block. All right.
Finish him.
Is he gonna... Yep. Of course he's gonna fatal me. What an ass.
Fatality. Sub-Zero wins.
Run it back. Really? All right, we'll try one more. And we might just have to bounce out after just a single match with whoever this connects me with. Oof, and they're going to kick my ass, too. Oh, please be a Liu Kang so we can at least talk about the points that I was making before. Nope, Sub-Zero again.
Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero. Sonya Blade. Sonya Blade. Cage Mansion.
How did you come to be? Thank Shang Tsung's experiments.
Round one. Fight.
Well, good call. I totally had already put the inputs in by the time he dropped the clone. What a great timing this guy's got. There we go. Oh. Also, it seems some of the air to land stuff, the overheads to lows, don't seem to get the how the hell? Wow. That one's gonna take a lot of analyzing in post. Holy hell. What the hell just happened? Grateful I went up against this guy because that I've never seen that before.
Finish him.
That is the biggest combo I have seen this whole weekend. What was that, 25 hits? 25 hits? That was insane. I wish I could. I have work in the morning. I can't. Yo, if you can hear me, that was the biggest damn Sub-Zero combo I've seen all weekend. That was super impressive. I wish I could run it back, but I have to go to work in the morning. So, good game. Thank you for the education, and I will look forward to seeing you in the beta. That was dope as shit. Like, that was sick. I went up against a katana on Friday night that had I think it was a 19 hit. You just pulled out 10 more hits than she did. Holy shit. That was stupid impressive. So, yeah, I mean, like, thank you for the education. I legit, I look forward to seeing you in beta. Yeah, peace out. Take it easy, boss. Like, that was, I seriously am gonna, like, analyze the footage from this and figure out how the hell he just did that. Anyway, to all of you nerds that are here watching, I am not even looking at the analytics. It looks like it's mostly just Chris. So thank you very much, Mr. Christopher Ortiz. I appreciate all of you watching in post, who are interested in, like, the analysis of this game. And if you are interested in the channel, don't forget to subscribe, do all the things. We normally do like a news show once a week at least, and then some other fun nerdy bits from time to time. We will be streaming Mortal Kombat fairly exclusively once the beta hits in September, or August rather, and then when the game officially drops in September, it's going to be pretty much Mortal Kombat for probably 3 to 6 months on any live stream. But yeah, I do other things as well. Halo's a pretty big one on the channel. Fallout as well, if you're interested in any of this stuff, or if you just need your entertainment news. We talk about comic books and video games and movies and TV shows and all that jazz, and music, a lot of music. So yeah, that's the thing. Thank you very much, nerds, for joining me. Even if this was the only time you've joined me, I appreciate it nonetheless. We will see you in the next one. Let's go, Chris says. Hell yeah. Thank you very much, sir. We'll see you in the next regularly scheduled news video, which will be out this Wednesday. And until the next stream, which I'm not making any promises when that's going to happen, bro, super stoked for the Mortal Kombat. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much, nerds. Before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy,